We start our next Timelocke episode as the sky is darkening and night is about to be upon us. So, we're gonna have to go inside for the night. I say we go mining, as we haven't done that in a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's head on in and let's do a little bit of mining for tonight. If you haven't seen the last couple episodes, they have been a bit of a train wreck as my goodness. We're gonna die before I get up. My goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, we did it first try. But as the night's here, we're dropping stuff off because we did some mining last episode. And dirt should be over here. Trying to remember now that our storage system is a bit mixed up and a bit different now. It makes it a lot harder to remember little things like that. Oh, so we can do that. Then I think we have just normal wood stuff in here. And then over here, we got slabs. See? Look, I'm memorizing things slowly. We've only had this for a couple episodes, but yeah. Okay, we still got to finalize over here because we kind of just threw everything into these chests. But that'll be a different time. I'm not too worried about that. Do we need anything else? No, I think we're rocking this way. Um, maybe we grab a little bit of iron, but that's probably gonna be all I can think of is a tiny bit more iron to run for this one. Gotta run 16 plus. That should be more than enough. Let's head over to the mines, and since we're mining, we can take the other entrance. It'll be quicker this way. Oh, it's just in the wrong spot. Well, I guess didn't go over far enough. I'm pretty sure, right? Okay, yeah. So right here, I should make some visual indicator so like I know where to mine. Well, I don't got an idea what I could use. I would use an item frame or something, but we don't got one of those on us. Let's run our way down the stairs. And we'll do what we always do. We'll take a second to pause and listen to all the footsteps. It's always nice to hear those. So today, what we're talking point is what I meant to talk about a couple episodes back. I think we're good to start. Another new way. But I ended up posting a YouTube video on the main PB channel, which I've mentioned a few times now. It was a tier list on just items in from the format that I use on my channel. And I ended up posting that, and it actually ended up doing really well. Like, generally, I'm actually surprised how many views it ended up getting. It ended up getting about 170 views the first night, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, hey, I can't be too mad about it. I was a little bummed, though. I was like, man, I was really hoping this thing could hit, like, a few hundred. Maybe 500 was the goal. And it just didn't end up hitting that, so I was like, you know what? Hey, I'm like, I ended up talking to somebody, he was like, hey, that's 100 more views than you would have had if you didn't post. And I was like, you know what? You are so right. So I took that with me, and I went to bed, and I woke up the next morning, and the video ended up gaining a little bit more traction. I got up to I think it was 300 views on it. I'm like, okay, that's really cool. And then I went to bed on Sunday night after I posted it, and I woke up to it in like the 700s or 800 range, like literally out of nowhere. The video blew up, and then by Monday afternoon, wait, no, it was Sunday afternoon, early afternoon, it ended up hitting 1,000, which is kind of crazy that it even was able to go that far. Like, honestly, I was not expecting this video to even hit 1,000 views, and it did, and that made me really happy for it. So then it ended up being around 1,200 views right now is where it's sitting at. And so I was really happy with that video, and that gave me some extra motivation to want to make more stuff on there, which is then why videos on here have been either completely neglected or very short clips because I only had a couple minutes to do it. It was because I had a recording day yesterday. I was out, I was working, all kinds of stuff like that. So I didn't get to even record time. Like I recorded it when I was waiting for my lunch. When I was waiting for my lunch to be made on lunch, I was waiting for the timer to go off. I literally in the middle of it, I run away last episode to go get my food out so it stopped burning, which is kind of funny. It might be a good clip to pull out and use, but I don't know. But now that I actually have a little bit of time today, because this week's episode just got posted, we'll see. Right as I was starting the video, I ended up getting a comment from my watch, so at least a an account I didn't recognize commented because typically just my Discord will comment first, and I will, and that's really about it for the start of it. But I didn't recognize it. It could just be someone from the Discord with just a different username that I didn't know, which again is very possible. But I'll have to look if they comment on the channel before or not. Because the video ended up doing good, and it ended up getting us about 6 subs off of it, so that's not bad at all. Obviously, you know, the goal is to hit that lucrative. I guess it technically it's 500, then it's 1,000, but um, you just gotta start at 500 first is the big thing, and then because they make you need two things. You gotta have 500 subs, and you gotta have 3,000 hours of watch time, which is a lot of watch time if you know anything about watch time. That's a lot. So the video ended up doing really good. It had a pretty decent click-through rate compared to most of the stuff I get, and the watch time was about 3 minutes. It was just under. It was like 250 or 247. It was something like that, where surprisingly the watch time actually was a higher percentage than some other people's that when I asked a few others, and people was like, "Hey, what's your watch time typically?" And I was like, "Oh wow, that made me feel good about that video." And ended up getting, I think it's at 60.4 hours of watch time right now, if I believe correctly. I'm trying to remember. So like that's pretty darn good for watch time. But obviously, put that in scale, I'd have to post like way what the heck? I'd have to post way too many times in order to even hit the mark I would need for my watch hours. But I feel like what I need to do for worrying about watch time, it's more like you should get the subs first, because realistically, the harder part is getting the subs. Because once you get the subs, the watch time should come easier if you make content your people like. So that's kind of where my thought process is. It's like, okay, instead of dreading on the watch time and all that stuff, which I was doing every time the video got like when it hit 20 watch hours, I was calculating how many videos that I have to create at 20 watch hours if everything stayed that way to get them monetized and all that stuff. And it's like, man, that's a really I need to post so many videos and stuff. It's like, okay, realistically, this is not gonna happen. But now that it's ended up closer to 60, it's more possible. Because, well, let's see, you look at it this way. If you need 3,000, that means that if you got 100 hours each one, you would need to post 30? Wait, is it 30? If you got 100? Yeah, it would just you'd have to just post 100 times, which is a lot because you got to do it within a year span too. The watch time, the subs you don't need more of. So I guess if you spend the first little while just get collecting the subs, and then you spend the rest of the time collecting watch time, it'll be easier because realistically, all it takes is one video to blow up. If you post a video and it gets 50, 100,000 views on it, you're not set, but that video should give you enough subs to jump up to the 500,000 range, and then if people stayed around for it to almost get your watch time off of that, which is kind of a crazy thing to think because it's like with I got 60 off of my 1200 views. So if I got 12,000 views, that could be 600 hours of watch time. That's just wild to think about, honestly. You don't realize how much it can compound like that until I just did the math like that and I'm like, man, that's actually possible. So I guess yeah, you need to not worry about the watch time much at all because it takes one or so good videos and you're basically going to hit it. Obviously that means you're going to be left up to the algorithm, which they kind of decide everyone's fate here on this platform. So be good for them, put a nice, put a penny under your pillow, flush an ice cube down the toilet, do all that kind of stuff you got to do to hopefully give you that luck that you need. Speaking of luck, I won a couple diamonds because my shovel's gonna break, and I would like a couple more. I think that'd be really cool. Oh, please, diamond. Oh well, we'll go back to our story then. Yeah, so we're gonna start that slow climb up there because right now it's funny that channel has about 100 subs on this one, which is funny because that one was started like a year and a half ago, but I have posted more on this one. It's just how the cards are played, I guess. Yeah, man, we still got a long way to go here. So yeah, it's kind of like a almost a mini race because I like playing between okay, how many subs does this one have versus the main one? It's like okay, I'm trying to keep that 100 pace lead, but right now it's kind of slipping. Well, because you post every day on here too, so it's a lot easier to get subs. Like if I get a sub every video, I'll be pretty happy. So then post 500 videos, you'll get the 500 subs you need. Just you just don't know if people are gonna end up fully watching them, which is the big thing. You will never know until you look back at something a little bit later. One thing I've realized for this is for these videos, they typically they peak after one day, the views stop. Then my other videos, like on the other channel, ended up doing better after the fact. So it probably just depends on time of week, the content, stuff like that. If it gets views after the the first day, because typically that's when views fall off. When it's shorts are different, completely different game though. It's you got you got 3 hours, and if your video does not blow up within 3 hours, you're kind of screwed. Which does kind of suck, I'll be honest. But then it lets you throw more stuff. You get quick views though. If you get a good video that pops off, you can get tons of good views in that couple hours, and then you could just go make another one realistically. So I'm surprised people don't do that, where they just pump out tons upon tons of videos. Because I mean, the algorithm for shorts, I feel like it prioritizes, or that's definitely not how you say it. I feel like it definitely makes it so if you post more, it'll definitely be happier. And then also, if your video doesn't do well, what I have done for shorts on here is I just unpost them. I will post it. I see it does bad. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just unlist the video, repost it, and then if it doesn't do better, then I will keep the old one. But every time I've reposted, it's done better. I don't know what that means. Because sometimes you post a video and it'll be 2 hours and has 12 views, and you're like, you know what? This video absolutely flopped. Maybe let's do something else. And so you try to do that, which is what I need to do a little bit more. I definitely think after this video, I'm gonna go make some shorts for the other page, just because it is about to be the weekend. This is the time to do all that stuff. I don't know why I stopped talking there. I was I was reading something. My watch keeps beeping at me. Oh well, I'll stop looking at it. But that's gonna be about it for the mining this way. We place one final torch. Actually, I'll finish off the torches. That rare chance of a diamond. I will go 3 more. And since there's a diamond, if there's a diamond here, we keep going. If not, we're done. Okay, we're done. So we can make our way back now. But yeah, just that chance off of your first video getting 1,000 views gives you the chance. And I got a really cool video idea, which I gotta start today because the editing process for that video was only 5 minutes. It took me literally all day Tuesday to do this week. That was mostly because I messed up the audio recording multiple times and stuff. But I mean, it still was a struggle. I'm not even gonna lie or anything, because like I was 100% struggling on it. I also lost the audio porting into an app multiple times. I had to end up downloading a different app. It was a whole thing. It didn't end up going to plan, but it still was a good learning experience, and I did enjoy it. And it seems like hopefully people do enjoy the one that I just put out today, just a couple hours ago. We're about to hit 2 hours since it's been posted. About 15 minutes off of that, because I figured I posted the video and then I go and eat lunch every day, and then I like we'll see what the Discord says about the video and stuff, and then it's like, okay, I gotta take my mind off it for a little bit. Let me, instead of refreshing every 10-15 minutes, let me go work on some videos for some other stuff and things like that to get my mind off. Now I kind of want to go back though. Now that my mind's been off of it for a little bit, we'll see, because I don't want to get too distracted. 16, perfect. So we'll have 4 left. Now, yeah, if you didn't see this, we edited this last time. No, there's actually no secret behind here. You might think there is, but not yet, at least. Yeah, so this is what this area looks like for the moment. Definitely may do something else with it. Not fully sure yet. But it is kind of nice having this to sit here in our little carpet, and you get to just look over at the waterfall. To be fair, this is a major hazard, but it does look cool. That's enough yapping. Let's go drop some stuff off in the storage and call this an episode. The next episode, hopefully, we can go work on some more ponding stuff. I am debating if I. Okay, no, I lied to everybody. I'm debating if I pull out some of this middle area, cover the water up, and then dig down the hole how I want it, and then recover this. Because I definitely should have waited before filling this water in. I just kind of got excited to do it, and I forgot to sculpt out the lake first. Yeah, well, not a big deal. I won't lose sleep over it or anything, so I'm fine with it. Now we got absolutely tons of this to drop off. Next, we got gravel. Gravel collection is starting to grow massively too, I will say. Then over to the doubloon chest. Wrong doubloon chest. Gold's growing pretty well. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Catch you guys next time. Bye!